What's up? So yesterday I was talking about opportunities. I was talking about the whole hack UMBC and how I wanted to go through that really badly, but then because I didn't want to start cramming for my exams, I said, I'm going to lock in this weekend. I actually did end up doing that. It was actually that bad. To be honest, I think let me be careful how I say this. I think I could actually have gone and still studied, but I think what was important to myself was that I get like the basis of like my studying started this weekend versus during the week when I'm more busy and it gets much more stressful. So like this weekend, I'll be honest, I only like for my math exam, there's only two topics I took from a red to like a yellow, right? And that's like a pretty, it's not like a bright yellow, but it's like more of like a mustard yellow. So then that like you could say that's not a lot of work, but still. Um, but with that being said, I think what's really cool is like I love studying when it's not cramming. Like when I cram, it's like the worst experience. I hate everything because it's like okay, I can't even take breaks. And I love taking breaks when I'm studying because when I'm studying and I get too lost in a train of thought, my brain can get murky, right? So when I'm not studying during a cramming session, I can take a break and say I'm gonna go do something stupid or that's not necessary. Or go buy some Haribo's or do something like that, right? Versus a cramming session where it's like I have to lock in 24/7 and then when I need to go take a detour, I can't. But I'm still gonna do it. But I just do it and I feel bad after. But yeah, I think it's something that's really interesting. But that being said, though, I've been trying to think about how I can actually properly incorporate that into my own routine because I'm my current system of how I do things isn't as efficient as it should be. Um, Even with my math thing, like I remember I talked about this earlier. Like for a math quiz, it takes me about like 3 hours to fully grasp the concept, right? So what I usually do is like the before I take the quiz, like the day of or the day before I take the quiz. I just study during those 3 hours. But what makes more sense is to break those 3 hours up into an hour a day. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I guess Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, wherever schedule I decide to go with. I think that's something I have to do more because I don't want to be someone who just like I don't want to just cram last minute essentially. Um Even like more broadly speaking, I think if I can just study more routinely it'll be better. Cause like I think the issue is that I can only study once there's like an end goal, right? Studying without an end goal feels weird. So like right now I'm only studying because I have midterms next week, and it's like okay, I have to go do that. So by Friday, the whole system's gonna be gone. But let's say like I have no midterms until like maybe end of October. I can't like nothing in my brain motivates me. I think that's a matter of discipline. I should just lock in more on that. So I have to figure out how to I have to figure out how to do that. Um, well, it's nice. I also think a big contribution so far this semester, especially with a whole new school and everything, is a whiteboard in my room. And that's something I've never had. And it's like I've always suspected that would change my studying game, and it completely has. I was right. I'm really happy. I'm really I don't know if indicate is the right word, but I'm really happy that I was right about the whiteboard. I feel like whiteboards are just you even use them not much when you're studying, but just like allows you to visualize so much more. Even when you're not even writing on the board, I think it just makes my brain like more. I can think more in a more straightforward pattern. I think it's really amazing. Like the math studying session I was doing earlier today, like without a whiteboard and just like a paper and pen or maybe an iPad and an iPad pen, that would have taken like maybe 5 hours. I got that down to like 2, 3 hours just with having a whiteboard. I think it's like thank God I have that now. Um, but yeah, it's nice. It's nice. With the upcoming week, there's gonna be some interesting stuff. Obviously, there's gonna be stuff for Duke Quantum and meeting the team, figure how we're gonna do those stuff for machine learning and finance. There's gonna be obviously the Big Think AI, so that's gonna be interesting. Work on some workshops, and then also have to get more locked in when it comes to internships and research stuff because I have the applications. NVIDIA's applications are October 9th, I believe, and the CS ones are October 6th. So those are gonna be back to back. So I need to be fully prepped to go by then. So I guess next week is gonna be a lot of preparing, and then by Thursday and Friday I'll get my physics and the math midterms out the way. So preparation and execution. So we'll see how that goes. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.